morning, guys. Today we'll be talking about projectile motion. So, projectile is a kind of motion whereby you throw an object and it comes like in a curved manner. Anyways, this is physics. They will not ask you to define projectile. So let's go straight into calculation. Projectile have major formulas. This formula is what time taking. For instance, I say when you throw a ball upward, the time it takes for the ball to go to that highest maximum height is what we call time taking. Then the formula is u sine theta over g. U sine theta over g. This is it here. U represent velocity, theta is what angle, g is acceleration due to gravity, which is 9.8 or 10. Then time of flight, let me explain this one. Time of flight is when you throw a ball, for instance a stone, up, the time you used to go up and the time used to return down is time of flight. So if you notice, it is two times the time taken. So let's say if you throw a ball upward from here like this, a ball upward, it used 5 seconds to come here, it will use another 5 seconds to come down back to this place. The time used to go up and come down is what time of flight. The time used to go from here to this place is only time taken. So the formula for time of flight is 2u sine theta over g. This is what you just need to know, the formulas, because this is physics, is a calculation subject. Then we have what we call maximum height. So maximum height is when you throw the stone from here to here, for instance. This place where it stops is the maximum height. The formula is u square. You need to know this thing like you know your name. If you wake me up from sleep now, I can tell you. U square sine square theta over 2g. What does it mean by sine square theta? Sine 30 times sine 30 is what we call sine square 30. Instead of writing sine theta square, we write it in mathematics as sine square theta. So for instance, if we want to do sine square 30, we are going to do sine 30 is what? 0.5. 0.5 times 0.5 is sine square 30. Hope you get that. Over 2g. So you memorize this formula. Then we have what we call range. Range is u square sine 2 theta over g. They always ask this question in JAM. To get your maximum range, the angle is what? 45. Why is it 45? 2 times 45 is 90. Sine 90 is 1. So 1 times u square over g will give you maximum of u square over g. So you need to know this thing. Sine 30, tan 30, cos 30, sine 60. Do you know this question? I still regret up today. I missed it in my JAM. Coefficient of static friction is tan theta. So the final answer was tan 30. Then tan 30, I know tan 30 is 1 over root 3, but in my JAM option I'm not seeing it. I don't know they convert it to short form. So it was when I told my brother they convert it to short form, I miss it. So what am I trying to say? JAM calculator, they don't have tan 30, tan 60. You need to learn everything because you'll find it in your exam that day. Then this is the main formula of projectile: time taken, time of flight, maximum height, horizontal range. Any question you solve on projectile, you are going to use this formula. So learn it very well. If you can learn it, you are good to go. Then, but there's another formula here. You will not find this formula in what do you call it? In Lamlat physics. This formula was given to my teacher, Mr. Richard. R equals to u square root 2h over g. This r is what? Horizontal displacement. Is not what do you call it now? Horizontal displacement. Then u is velocity. Then h is height, g is acceleration. Take note, r is horizontal displacement, u is velocity, h is height, g acceleration. Acceleration due to gravity, yeah. But if they ask you to find the time taken, see, of a projectile question, you are going to use u sine theta. But if they tell you find the time taken to the vertical, you are going to use what? See it. I say when you see the angle to the vertical, you change all this sign here to cos. So instead of you writing u sine theta, you write u cos theta. But if they ask you a question without telling you to the vertical, you use u sine theta. Do you understand? So take note of this. It's very important, because if you use c to the angle to the vertical and you use this formula, you will solve it. You see your answer in JAM and you miss it, because anytime you are dealing with angle to the vertical, you must change this sign to cos. Then let me now go to example so that you can know what I'm talking about. See this first example. An object is projected with a velocity of 100 meter per seconds and an angle of 60 degree to the vertical. You see, I underline it here. Vertical. What did I tell you? Anywhere you see vertical, you change sign to cos. Calculate the time taken by the object to reach maximum height. So I told you, anytime you want to solve physics question, you bring the details out. What is this? U is what? 100. See it here. 100 meter per seconds. Angle is what? 60. Acceleration due to gravity is 10. What are you looking for? Time taken. What is our formula? U sine theta over g. But remember, in the question they said to the vertical. This is a jam question. You now change it from U sine theta. You are going to use U cos theta over g. So like I tell you, in jam calculator, you must know cos 60 off hand, because there's nothing like cos 60. So if you don't know cos 60, you have already missed this question. 100 cos 60, 100 times cos 60 over 10. 100 divided by 10 is 10. 10 cos 60 is 5. So let me give you a sheet now. Cos 60 is the same thing as sin 30. Cos 30 is the same thing as sin 60. Then cos 45 is the same thing as sin 45. Yeah. Then tan 45 is 1, I think. So just make your research on that. This is the time taken. But I told you that time of flight is the time it used to go up and return back to the ground, allegedly. So 2u sin theta over g, or 2 times time of flight taken. So if they ask you find the time of flight in this question, no need to come and start writing 2u sin theta over g. You just use 2 times what? The time taken. That is 10x. Then let's go to another example. An object is projected with a velocity of 100 meter per seconds from the ground level at an angle theta to the vertical. So this question now, we are looking for the angle. If the total time of flight of the projectile is 10 seconds, calculate the theta. What is the formula for total time of flight? 2u sin theta over g. But check this question again. They say to the vertical. Take note. You are going to use 2u. I tell you, anytime you see vertical, see it here, you change sine to cos. So it will now be t equals to 2u cos theta over g. So what is t in the question? 10 equals to 2 times, what is u? 100 cos theta over 10. 0 will cancel 0. It will now be what? 10 equals to 20 cos theta. Divide both sides by 20. That will be cos theta equals to 10 here 1, 10 here 2. Cos theta equals to 1 over 2. So to get your theta, you are going to do theta equals to arc cos. If you want to press this in calculator, you press shift cos. It will give you something like this. 1 over 2 equals to 60. But in JAMB, I told you there's nothing like cos. So you need to know it offhand. The arc tan of 1 over 2 for cos is 60. If it's sin that is here, it will be 30 degree. So you must know all these things offhand. How do you know them? By practicing. Okay. I want to make this video not too long because you guys don't like long videos. So this one, I want to use this formula now so that you people might know how to use it. This one, yes, I told you it's not in Lamlat physics. So shout out to my physics teacher in secondary school. And horizontal read, I think I've told you before, this is a common JAMB question. So if you see it in JAMB, it should be bonus. So a stone thrown vertically, horizontally. See this one now, horizontally. Take note. You are going to use normal formula, not vertically. From the top of a vertical wall with a velocity of 15 meters per second. I told you, anytime you want to solve this question, even though you don't know what to do, first write the thing they give you. From there, Holy Spirit can tell you what to do. So 15 meters per second, Abi, what did I write here? Oh, I can't even find my handwriting again. 15 meters per second. Let's just go. The horizontal ground at a point 45 meter. Horizontal ground at a point. That is what horizontal displacement. Remember this formula again. Let me show you. Arrow here is horizontal displacement. Displacement is also distance, but displacement is a vector quantity. Distance is a scalar quantity. So displacement means distance in a specified direction. I've talked about all this before. So let's go back. And g is 10 meters per second. You are looking for height. So you are going to write arrow equals to u square is 2h over g. What is arrow in the question? 45 equals to, what is u? 15 square root 2h over, what is g? 10. So 15 here 1, 15 45 is 3. So you can say 3 equals to square root 2h over 10. And we are looking for h. So because we are looking for h, we'll square root both sides. Square root will now cancel this. Square will, sorry, I say we'll square root both sides. We'll square both sides. Square will now cancel this square root. Square will cancel this one. Then it will now turn to 3 square. 3 square is 9. Then you will now have 9 equals to 2h over 10. Or let me solve it so that you understand it again. This is it here. 45 equals to 15 square root 2h over 10. 15 here 1, here 3. So I now say you square both sides. Why? So that this square will cancel this square root. 3 square is 9 equals to what? 2h over 10. 2 here 1, 2 here 5. Cross multiply. H equals to 45 meter. So this is projectile. To check free fall motion and simple equations in motion, you can check our previous videos. So to join our free WhatsApp class, just message 09153177154 on WhatsApp. Just mention the word Divion tutorial. So please kindly subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you.